Okay, well, for now, we're certainly not gonna, we don't want to place the burden of animals going to other shelters. Not right now. We need to relook at things, see what we can do for ourselves, see what we can do as a shelter. So we don't want to be sending them up to the Humane Society. We don't want to send them over to Sierra Vista.
Okay, so when they call and ask, what are we supposed to tell them?
When they call and ask?
Yeah. Well, hey, I was just looking at your page.
So Humane Society called you?
Yes.
They said they needed big dogs?
Yes, they just took more dogs from New Mexico.
Because they were running out of dogs?
Yes, they've been having many adoptions. That's what I keep trying to tell you guys.
And then on the 22nd, I was watching TV and I saw an ad from the Humane Society saying they're overrun with large dogs over 25
You know they
pounds.
do that stuff.
And, well, it contradicts exactly what they came down here for.
I don't know what to tell you. She called. They've been having wonderful adoptions. They just had gone to New Mexico. They picked up some big dogs down there. She wanted to know if we had any big dogs because they've been getting big dogs out. And they have seen some of the dog and pit bulls and stuff especially. And she's like, we have larger population base up here. It's easier for us to get the dogs out. And we have programs. We now have people working with the dogs, socializing them, making them more adoptable. And they're going into those places and we're working with them and getting them adopted. And it's been working really well and we're getting dogs out. So she asked about big dogs. And I was like, okay. So what the heck? You know, I have dogs here I haven't been able to move. Why wouldn't I let the Humane Society take them if they got a better chance of getting them adopted?
And then someone to Sierra Vista?
The 3 small ones, yeah. Yeah. 2 of the small ones actually already been adopted. So, I mean, they had them adopted the next day.
How long were they here?
The Chihuahua had been here for probably a couple weeks, and then I had a Dachshund and another Chihuahua I think I'd had for about a week. And like I said,
So why didn't we keep them?
I was going to. Well, yeah, they were, and I was going to. And she said she had people interested, and I do have a little bit harder time getting Chihuahuas out. I have. I had the Humane Society take 8 of them not too long ago. Well, I guess it was probably a couple years ago. They took 8 of them because I couldn't get them out. We do big dogs here better than we do the small dogs sometimes.
And who else got dogs?
We could, from Smiling Dog, took Corey, got him a home. Or a foster home, I should say. Not a home, but a foster home for right now. Until she can get him placed.
And that's for a dog?
Huh?
That's for a dog?
Yeah, that was for Corey, the one I'd had here for 2 years. Her and I had been coordinating and working on him for months. And I even talked to Graf back at the end of October, beginning of November, and said, I don't know, I've had this dog here, how long do you keep him? I'm getting to that point. I'm pretty sure I'm probably going to be putting him down. Graf said not to. So I didn't. And then I was talking, me and Rika got into cahoots, and she was able to get him a foster. Finally. It took a long time. So, yeah. But Corey would have been put down, but Graf said not to.
What about euthanasia right now? What are we running on euthanasia here, approximately?
Not very much at all. We're all technically, statistically speaking, a no-kill shelter right now. Okay. We're very low-kill, and a lot of people are liking that.
Okay.
Very low-kill. It's owner request to euthanize. If the animal is so sick or injured to the point we can't get it, I'm not going to pay a large amount of vet treatment. I'm not going to go over like $200 from the donations. I'm just not. So if it's anything that's really going to run over that, it's going to get euthanized. If it's anything that's aggressive, whereas, if it's going to go out there and bite someone, I'm not putting that out there. That's a liability, so it gets put down. So that's basically what's getting put down.
Okay. Yeah, but they don't want it to run like a no-kill shelter. It's not a rescue group. It's a municipal shelter.
Yeah, it is, and a lot of them are going to this.
Huh?
A lot of shelters are going to this. So...
Still ain't going to change the one big fact. We put down 4 million animals in this country.
And that's okay. You're not going to change the world overnight. It's going to take a long time to change anything. But I don't know why we can't be a part of the movement.
Whether you put the dog down here or whether the Humane Society puts him down for us, one of the dogs is going to go.
Possibly. Maybe not. It's a 50-50 chance.
So basically they want us to take our responsibility.
So he basically wants us to make us a kill shelter again.
No, they want
they basically want us to be
like an animal shelter.
More like a kill shelter.
Not like a rescue group.
We're not a rescue group. We never have been. I've never claimed to be that, and I've never claimed to be a no-kill shelter either.
No.
I said low-kill.
Well,
but statistically speaking. So they want our kill stats to go back up.
No, they want it to run normal. They want it to run like a
Okay, the kill stats will go back up. No matter what you say or how you want to say, they want it to run normally, the kill stats are going to go back up.
But, well, of course those numbers are going to go up. They don't want those numbers to go up.
But they will.
The people is what decides that. The residents is what decides.
Well, if the people know that we're putting down here a lot, then they're going to make decisions that a lot of people here aren't going to
Well,
like.
they're making decisions already because they call up here and they can't bring a dog here.
I worked with them, and they're very. Everybody's been good
If they can't
about
bring
it.
a dog here, they got to let them go. You know those people on that side of the track as well as I do.
Yeah, and you know, and
those
I don't
dogs-
understand
those
why
dogs-
dispatch
those dogs
keeps telling everybody
Those
that.
dogs aren't fixed. Those dogs don't have shots. And they're running the streets because they have no place to put them.
You do, and I don't know if the chief and the sergeant know this, but do they know their dispatch at night are telling people that our officers can't come up here at night and open up? They won't do that. It has to be daytime that does it. So they tell people to release dogs all the time.
I have no idea about that.
Oh no, I've heard it. I've heard it many times, and I'm like, well, what do you mean the officer went? I actually had a friend find 2 dogs in this town. They wouldn't come open this shelter up to bring those dogs in. On the phone at
I
home.
mean, if I find out about that, I'll say.
Oh, I know it happened. I told them to talk to them and call and make a complaint. I've told them to make complaints about it several times because I don't think anybody, and they don't believe me when I tell them.
Okay.
So,
Well, they want it to run like a municipal shelter, and that's pretty much, they basically want it back the way it used to be.
the kill shelter.
So that's what we're going to be trying to set our goals on.
Okay.
Seeing how we can work with it so we keep those numbers from having to go, and they're going to go up from the numbers that you got.
Well, of course they are.
But we don't want them to be statistically bad.
Well,
We
they're
want
going
to
to be.
keep them statistically pretty much even with all the other shelters. So,
Well, we're going to go above them because you guys aren't believing me when I'm telling you these shelters are turning stuff around. So we're going to go above them. Not kidding.